Haribo to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome to this video where you're going to find out what Bhakti Yoga is all about.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
So what is Bhakti Yoga? First, Bhakti Yoga is a spiritual practice where we practice the devotion and the connection with the divine, or God. In this practice, we develop the heart center. We develop the ability to be humble. We develop the ability to be compassionate, loving. And what we're practicing is the ability to have prem. Prem means love in Sanskrit. Prem for God. To have spontaneous love for Him. We can also say that Bhakti Yoga is the yoga of personality. So just as we have Hatha Yoga, which is a yoga that cultivates the ability to have a healthy body, Bhakti Yoga, being the yoga of personality, what it develops is a personality that is pure within yourself and that it's unique. This is something that we don't get with Asana Yoga. With Asana Yoga, we can get, yes, mental relaxation, we can get healthiness of the body, we can get flexibility, but these things are superficial. These things will perish when we die. We're going to have these bodies. And so what Bhakti Yoga is trying to create the love within the soul to connect it back to God. Because the soul is the only thing that is truly eternal, and it is truly who we really are. This is something that never changes. So Bhakti Yoga works directly with the soul by cultivating love, by cultivating devotion, by cultivating attachment to God, which is the only thing that really fulfills the mind. So when it comes to being the yoga of personality, what we're creating not only is a wonderful personality and identity within ourselves that is genuine and authentic, loving and compassionate, and to stop developing negative habits within our personality like arrogance, self-centeredness, envy, jealousy, greediness. This is the yoga that helps you practice in polishing your character and polishing your personality and make you a very loving and compassionate human being, which is exactly what we need in order for us to truly love each other, to truly love this world, and truly love the divine. Now, when it comes to being the yoga personality, not only are you developing your personality, but you're also understanding and developing a personal relationship with the divine, which no other spiritual practice can create such a thing. In order for me to create a deeper relationship with the divine, I can't connect to a light or a formless abyss. How can I connect with that? How can I feel the love and the connection, the admiring? It's very difficult because us humans, we can only have a relationship when we know the other person and their persona and their qualities. And in Bhakti Yoga, we are discovering the most ancient and mystical and occult knowledge that you cannot find anywhere else except in the ancient scriptures where we learn how to develop Bhakti Yoga. Because here is the secret of who God is, what is God, what does He look like, what is His names, what does He like to do, what are His pastimes, what does He like or dislike, who are His associates, His most personal associates. And this is the way that we can start developing a more intimate relationship with God, because it's impossible to build a relationship with somebody else and you don't know what they even look like or what they're all about. If there's just this formless thing, it becomes very difficult for the human being to build a personal connection with that. The high saints of Bhakti Yoga, the topmost personalities that have become incredible Bhakti yogis, they have a personal, intimate relationship with God, and they eventually become a personal associate of God. Do you imagine being the best friend of God? Do you imagine being his parents, his best friends, his lover? Do you imagine having such a personal relationship with God, like being his best friend? This is amazing. In no other spiritual path can you find such an intimate relationship with God. In ancient scriptures like the Srimad Bhagavatam, it explains that the greatest way to break the cycle of samsara, or the cycle of rebirth, is through cultivating love and devotion to God. This is the fastest way to not only break the circle of reincarnation, but to become a personal associate of God for eternity. Some of the ways that we can cultivate Bhakti Yoga is by praising with Sankirtan, by singing His glories, by remembering God, and also by cultivating chanting. Chanting means chanting in a japa His name, and when you say His name, this transcendental sound will help you clean your heart and clean your aura through the cultivation of having devotion for a deity and for Guru. It is only through Guru that we're able to actually understand more of the mystery of what God is all about. It is believed that when you practice Bhakti Yoga, you will start developing a stronger sense of liberation and bliss in your life. And so if you would like to understand more about Bhakti Yoga and how is it that you can start cultivating your bhakti practices along with all the other yoga practices that you do, then keep watching all the videos that I have here on the channel.